Hello everyone, the next part will be I am right now your in our today class. um, I will continue the previous topic, that means vertical circular motion. Okay, so now I am going to discuss what happened with tension between B and C. Just look at here. What is this? This is the general formula of tension, right? And this is our tension at any arbitrary position between A and B point. Okay, this is our tension at any arbitrary position between A and B point. And just look at here, this tension, that means the value of tension never becomes to negative between A and B point, right? Just look at here, T equals to mv square r plus mg cos theta, right? So in this case, if the body move A to B, then, or we can say that if the body moving along this direction and the body within A to B, then V is always positive, because this is a velocity and this is a square of velocity. M is positive, R is positive, so only theta can be negative, but between A and B point theta cannot be negative. Just look at here, between A and B point the theta varies 0 to 90 degree, right? And we know that cos theta, if theta varies 0 to 90 degree, then cos theta never becomes to negative. Always cos theta positive between this range. So that means we can say that between A to B tension cannot be negative. Okay, tension always positive between A to B. And between A to B, tension is always positive and it's never become to zero also. So between, we can write here between A to B, between A to B tension always greater than 0. Okay, this formula say that the value of tension between A to B always greater than 0. Okay, and just look at here, if tension equals to 0, or we can say that if tension less than 0, basically if tension less than 0, then string slacks, that means particles leave the circular path. So we would have to remember these things. So that means between A to B, T cannot be 0, right? T never become to 0. So that means A to B, the particle, that means the string does not slack. That means A to B, the particle never leave the circular path. Okay, but what happened between B to C? So which point between B and C has maximum risk where particle can leave the circle? So here we will find at the point where the particle has maximum risk to leave the circular path. So first of all, here I am taking any arbitrary positions between B to C. Just look at here, between B to C arc I am taking arbitrary positions. This, suppose this is the position P. This is our position P, which is lie between B to C. And here I am assuming that when the particle at point P, then suppose the particle make phi angle with the vertical line. Okay, so this is our phi. So just look at here. If this angle is phi, and here I am indicating all the forces which are acted on this body at point P. So mg is acted along this direction because mg always act vertically downward. So just look at here, these two lines are parallel and this is our transverse. That means if this angle is phi, then it is also phi. So if this angle is phi, that means we can get two component of mg. One component is along this direction, that means radially inward component is mg cos phi, and along this direction we can get another component. Along this direction we can get another component which is mg sin phi. Just look at here, in a vertical circular motion, mg sin phi, the force mg sin phi, or we can say that the component of mg, this component of mg is responsible for the variable speed. That means this force changes the magnitude of velocity of this particle. Okay, so due to this force, the velocity of this particle continuously decreases along this direction. So just look at here, because this is directed opposite to the velocity, right? So this is mg cos theta, this is mg sin theta, and along the radially inward tension is always arises here, radially inward, and radially outward mv square by r acted, and this is the direction of velocity at point P. Okay, so because we know that between A to B cos theta is always positive, so T is always positive between A to B. That means between A to B, tension string does not slack. Now here I am showing this again. Along this direction velocity, and along this direction mg sin phi. So just look at here. So here for this body, just look at here, T, that means all forces are balanced along radial axis, taito. So T plus mg cos phi balanced by mv square by r, because mv square by r acted along this direction and these two forces acted along this direction, right? So T equals to mv square by r minus mg cos phi. So just look at here, tension equals to, tension is the difference of two forces. Between A to B, tension is the sum of two forces. Between A to B, tension was sum of two forces, but between B to C, tension is the difference of two forces, right? So that means if these two forces, suppose these two forces are similar, then tension will be 0. If this force is greater than this one, suppose mg cos phi component is greater than mv square by r, then tension will be negative. If mv square by r is greater than mg cos phi, then tension will be positive. So you can see here, or we observed here, between B to C, tension may be positive or may not be positive, and it's also may be 0, right? So three values are possible, three values of tension are possible between B to C. What they are? 0, positive and negative. Okay, so for complete circle, so just look at here, if the body reach at point C, by any chance, if the body reach at point C, and if at point C tension equals to 0, then due to inertia, because the body has velocity. So due to inertia of motion, the body dragged along this direction, the body move along this direction. And if the body slightly move along this direction, then instantly the tension force increases. That means along this direction tension decreases, along this direction tension increases. Along this direction tension increases. So if tension force particular at point C is 0, then due to the inertia of motion the body move along this direction. If the body moves slightly along this direction, then again tension force arises here. That means the body complete this circle. So only a particular point C, that means we can say that only for C point if tension is 0, then the body complete the circular path. But without C point, if anywhere the tension force will be 0, then the body cannot complete the circular path. Okay. Because suppose I am taking this point. If at this point is tension is 0, then due to this velocity the body move along this direction, but along this direction tension cannot be increases, because we know that A to C tension decreases, C to A tension increases. So if tension force at point P is 0, then the body move tangentially, okay, and leave the circle. So for complete circle, T at point C greater equals 0. That means if the tension at point C greater than 0, then the circular path is completed. If the tension at point C is equals to 0, then it's also the body completed the circular path. Okay, so now for C point tension, what about tension force at point C? So this is the general formula of tension between B and C. Okay, so we can use this formula to find tension force at any point between B and C. So if we're talking about tension at point C, then this is VC. Why I am writing here this is VC? Because this VC indicate velocity of the body at point C. So VC square by R minus mg cos phi greater equals to 0. Extremely sorry, for C point this is not about C point. Tension at point C. So if we're talking about tension at point C, then phi will be 0 degree. This one will be 0 degree. So VC square, this one will be 0 degree, this one will be 0 degree. Then VC square equals to VC square greater equal to GR. That means VC greater equals to root over GR. Okay, so at C, even if T becomes 0, T becomes 0, then velocity will drive the circle due to inertia. We already discussed about that. Now, now I'm talking about critical velocity. Velocity at any point such that string does not slack at that point.